Hey, what's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love back on your phone screen and your speakers one more time. And welcome to another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I speak with a dope musician by the name of Rodney Allen. Check out this interview we did right now. Hey, everybody. MC Andrew Love back on your screen and your speakers one more time with another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I'm speaking with a brother, a sax player. That's what he does. This brother here is a bass, and he teaches people how to play sax too. I can't wait till you meet him. Without further ado, let me bring in Rodney Allen.
Hey, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Nothing much. I'm just staying safe out here these days.
Yeah, I know. You got to stay safe. And the only way to stay safe around here is just staying in the house. It's crazy.
Yeah. I ended up going to get this vaccine today. So.
Oh, congratulations.
So,
It's a big day for you.
Decided to get it out of the way. Got the first one done.
Yeah. So when did you realize you had a passion for music?
When I first realized it, I was in 10th grade. So like in the middle of high school, early high school, just decided that it was a good passion of mine. I was figuring out what I wanted to do after high school. So I was thinking about what my options were. Then I fell in love with music. And yeah, I said, need to just pursue it while I got a chance.
Who are some of your greatest influences?
Greatest influences. I have a lot. I should probably start with non-musicians first. First of all, my family. My dad, he's a musician, so I kind of took after him in music. He's a pianist, based here in Atlanta as well. A retired music educator, so I followed in his footsteps. Who else? Just a lot of family members and influences, musical. Also growing up, one of my high school mentors, music teachers, Miss Perrier. She was the high school band director at Glen Hills High School.
That's the teacher that recognized you, right?
Yeah, she kind of recognized me and got me thinking about music, like the benefits of, and my potential that I had as a student.
Yeah, I read that in this write-up you had.
Oh yeah, okay.
Pretty lengthy. Hey folks, you can check out all about Rodney Allen on his Instagram page, where he's got this tremendous write-up about him. It's pretty dope and pretty lengthy. So make sure you have time to sit down and read this, because this brother went in on it.
Okay.
It's Q&A, and he made sure he answered all those questions thoroughly too.
Yeah.
When you're not in the studio making music, creating music, writing music, what do you do?
I do a lot of teaching as well. I have a studio of private students, and I work for different music organizations here in Atlanta. So I teach. I have a studio of private students, a lot of kids, a lot of children, and also adults as well, mostly piano students.
Oh, so you teach
pretty good on piano as well.
So you teach various instruments?
Yeah, various instruments, keys, drums, flute, and clarinet as well.
Ooh, you get it in. So a question I have is, do you have brass on you at the moment?
Brass? I have, so saxophone, it looks like a brass instrument. It was made of brass, but it's a woodwind instrument. So
it's a woodwind. What's the difference between that and a let's say a trombone or something?
Yeah, like brass is trombone, trumpet, tuba. They're basically like a tube instrument with like a round mouthpiece, a tube, and then a big bell. Okay. Woodwinds have a mouthpiece, but usually have a reed, and it's a tube as well, but it has keys with holes in it. A trumpet just has valves, and it's, you blow in it and the air comes out of the horn, out of the bell. Okay. But woodwind instruments, the sound comes everywhere. It comes out of the holes. It looks like it comes out of the bell, but yeah, it just comes out everywhere.
So that's what makes the sax different than like a trumpet.
Yeah, sax, flute, clarinet, they're all woodwind instruments. Like a flute, there's no wood, but you just blow across the whole and you finger it, and you know it's a lot of holes in it. But brass instruments is just a big tube that you blow in, pretty much.
But see, folks, this is why I have him on the show, because he can teach us these things, and it seems like to be free of charge at the moment. So let's take advantage of the situation while he's on the show. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you play us a little something?
Okay. Yeah, I'm a jazz musician, so the beauty about jazz is freedom, basically. You could whatever you hear, whatever you feel, you could just express it through your instrument. It's not really structured, so you have to play exactly the same notes. You don't have to play it a certain way. So I'm gonna just demonstrate some stuff. So I'm gonna improvise, and it's gonna sound decent. I mean, I would hope it sounds decent, but it'll sound pretty cool. So just whatever I'm feeling. So let's see. So if you're feeling mellow, you could play mellow. You can turn it up whenever. So yeah, that's what I like about jazz. It could just be anything, and just still people will feel your style and your emotions and everything.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I'm digging the vibes for real. Tell us some of your experiences you've had since you've been playing saxophone and all your other instruments.
I had some good experiences. Mainly, it's just what I'm passionate about, and being able to do it for a living. That's the most important thing to me. I've had a few surprises in my career. I had a gig where my friend Chris Mosley, he's a violinist, and he hit me up for a gig. He was telling me it was on Valentine's Day, so I was expecting a lot of people to want a saxophone player for their events, for their day. And he told me that someone rented out the movie theater in Atlantic Station in Atlanta. So I said, okay, this must be just some probably older rich guy that has a lot of money for his girlfriend or his wife, just doing something special. So yeah, he kept it a secret. He just said, when you get there, just make sure you're on point with everything, because it's a big person. So I was just thinking it was just somebody rich and nothing major. And then I got there, it was a surprise. And then I walked in, and it was Ludacris, the rapper.
Wow.
And so it was just a big surprise for me, because I grew up listening to him, and I used to listen to a lot of rap and everything. And he was a cool dude. I got that performance out of the way. I'm usually sometimes nervous for performances, but this was a real big one because it was for a celebrity that I grew up listening to. And it was just a big surprise, but I did pretty good, and he liked it. Him and his wife, Eudoxie.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, that was just like the surprise was really what what made that moment so memorable.
That would have been a surprise for me too, had I gone to do a show for somebody and it turned out to be Ludacris. That's amazing. Do you have any advice for any of the youngins coming up that want to do what you're doing?
Yeah, anybody looking to be a musician, just figure out what you're passionate about. So if it's jazz you're interested in.
Do you have any burning desires?
The burning desires, really just to expand on what I'm doing. So I do a lot of teaching and performing. I just want to be able to reach more people, just continuing my journey.
Do you have any projects you're working on at the moment?
Projects, putting some ideas together for like some original songs.
What does music do for you?
What does it do? It just gives me satisfaction in life, purpose in life. Music is therapeutic. So whenever it just keeps you in a good mood, spirits uplifted.
You got a point there. America, it is I, MC Andrew Love. This is Let's Chat and Jam. It's my special guest, Rodney Allen. As I said, you could go check him out over there on Instagram. Make sure you go check him out, tap in, and also look him up because this brother is a very talented musician, very talented. And do you write lyrics too when it comes to your music?
I haven't lately, just mainly the music part. But yeah, that's something I'm looking into doing in the future later.
Yeah, well, I'm digging the vibes, man, and I appreciate you coming on to my show. I thank you for your time, man. Since you joined the podcast for the first time, now you've become part of the Let's Chat and Jam fan, which means you don't have to wait for me to get a hold of you. You can actually hit me up and say, hey, Drew, I got some new stuff I'm working on. I want to promote it. I want to come on your show and talk to the folks. And I'm going to get my calendar and pencil you in. It's just that simple. Part of the Let's Chat and Jam fan.
All right, cool.
It's really cool to meet you.
All right, yeah, good to meet you. Thanks, Andrew Love.
Yes. And this is the end of the show. I do so apologize. You know, this show goes by fast sometimes, especially when you're having fun. But you stay safe out there, my brother. And for everybody else, y'all stay safe. Peace out, everybody.
All right, peace.
Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also, like and share the content, as well as hit the notification icon so you don't miss any A Conversation with series right here on Let's Chat and Jam.